third and final game over there. So, again, that's even more important, really, because the winner of that stays alive here in Cycle 3, or Cycle 4, excuse me. The loser is done in Cycle 4. And right now, you see that game number 3 right there. It looks like it's a pretty back and forth game. I mean, here Gilly definitely in favor of TMSR, but Tower Kill advantage for Team USA. You also see right there using the Swift Blade themselves. Interesting stuff. So again, keep it out there. That is being casted by twitch.tv/Colecast. So, I say, get some dual stream going, heading over there even. Do what you like. We got some multiple coverage going on for that reason. So you can help choose a little better for which match you want to watch. Anyways, here we go with the picking stage developing. Prisoner, Scout, Lodestone, Devour coming out with the bans. Devour. Team Excellent banning out the Devour. Interesting. I don't think he got banned the first 2 games in the first stage of bans. I know in the second stage, sure, but in the first stage, I mean, that's a little bit different. So Scout also on top of that, but you do see the picks now coming out. Engineer was our first pick. Pebbles response. There's the Master of Arms. And you see now Ophelia coming out. So if you're Lions here again, you could go that Tempest. Ooh, they take Dampier themselves. So yeah, obviously Nox, they went with that third pick Dampier last game. It worked out beautifully for them. Nox, in the end, you know, just knows what he's doing with that hero.
Corrupted.
They're gonna go Corrupted
Cycle.
instead. It's always a sound pick too. Pyromancer are going to be banned here. I like that ban too, because, you know, again, we talked about last game, I brought it up, and I saw even people in chat bringing that up, especially after the last fight. I mean, fine on Pyromancer, he's really good with that, and it's a great support hero for Pebble specifically too, so it makes a lot of sense why they're addressing that here, so. Going to be banned out. Pyromancer and Amphora, Keeper, Wretched Hag, and a War Beast coming out. And there's Fade. So now the pick going to be coming out for Lion Esports Club. Already with Engineer, Master, and Dampier. Where do they go from here?
Andromeda.
Apparently the answer is Andromeda. I'm getting a lot of minus armor thrown in here with that Andromeda Master. So, you know, Dampier not necessarily the most physical threatening hero. But you see Pandemonium being right-clicked. And he most certainly is. So yeah, you wonder if they're going to address that here with this final pick or not. But, I mean, looking at the lineup, unless they want to once again go more of an aggressive tri-lane, with this time with the Dampier kind of setup, or I guess it could be something like that Master of Arms. But they're going to have to get a Suicide here. And you look at the Suicide options left, you got things like Magnus, Pharaoh, Rally. Those are some of the more ideal ones in this case. Bubbles obviously being picked up right there by Team Excellent, so maybe they were hoping for that, but Team Excellent going to pick it up themselves, and that's smart.
Succubus.
Didn't see that one coming. That doesn't answer either question. Either support or more physical presence for the team. Neither one was answered right there with that Succubus pickup. And that was actually picked, right? Yeah, final pick Succubus. So, what are we going to see? What is Lions doing? What do they have up their sleeve? I mean, who's going to play Succubus will definitely tell us at least a little bit here, but interesting. Interesting. They're going to have to man up dual lane here. I mean, they are running against an Ophelia, so obviously that's not out of the question by any means. Your Team Excellent here, though. At this rate, you're probably thinking to solo the Bubbles and the Corrupted Disciple and get a partner for that Pebble, something like an Aluna here, or even the Torturer, to match up against that aggressive dual lane. But yeah, that's a different kind of pick there. Succubus with that final one, so. I kind of, it's just funny though, because I don't know. We'll see what they do with the Succubus. I'm not sure how much time is left. Obviously, unfortunately, I still got the HoN Tour shield right here, so I can't really check. I assume it's not much. They are right-clicking on the torch right there. Again, you think it'd be him or the Aluna. There you go. Torture is that final pick, but now the question is, what the hell are the lanes going to look like? I'm not even going to attempt to guess here for lane. I just really, I don't know. It's going to be played by Jonas and fans for Succubus, so. Yeah, Sealkit Engineer, Handskin Andromeda, Super KG playing the Master, Dampure being played by Fuzi. As far as Team X, you got Pew on Torture, Bassets on Bubbles, Nox on Corrupted, Pebbles being played by Brodex 5 level, and Fine playing the Ophelia.
Let's get it on.
Here it is, guys. Game number 3 coming at you. This is it. Once again, to move on to the winter bracket finals, that is, to play Stay Green. The loser will be bounced down to the loser's bracket going into the next weekend. Switch that up real quick. Good to go. Bottom lane, you got Lion Esports Club all running up the bottom side. Gonna protect their jungle here if xCet was interested in that, but no, it doesn't look like they are. They're just going to their lanes pretty much right away. Bubbles is heading down. There are no wards on him by any means, though. So he's just basically getting set up. Going to protect their own jungle, but once again, obviously Lion's not really going for that. If anything, they're trying to make a point that you would maybe expect that they would because of the fact that they're going up against Ophelia, but trying to catch somebody here in their own jungle because they're thinking that. That's what mind games, man. Mind games come into play. It's not going to happen, though. Bubbles, he was just kind of peeking in there a little bit. And he should be fine. So what the hell are the lanes going to look like? Succubus going mid here. Or is she? No, she's going all the way top. So is this going to be like a... Is it a suicide Succubus? She has the word aside on her. She's going to be going up against a solo Corrupted with that Ophelia in the jungle. So I guess it's not the worst possible thing. I mean, having that sleep will definitely prevent, or help prevent, ganks from being successful, at least ideally. So interesting. So the suicide Succubus is what it's going to be here in the end. Middle lane right away. Engineer taking a lot of pressure off the bat. They will eventually fall back as Super KG just holds his ground and he pounds in all those auto attacks. Look at that. I mean, talk about good job of responding right there. And actually also avoids the chain reactions coming out. So well played by Super KG. Succubus, he placed the ward of sight, but it was immediately counter-warded, I think. Yeah, I was watching the middle action, but there is no more ward of sight on him, and there's some rev wards down. So that hurts as well. Now he's blind here as far as Ophelia coming in for gank. So I'm sure he was banking on that a little bit. And right away, here he goes. He knows he had the Minotaur. Here we go with the Minotaur. Oh, he tried to use a sleep right there. He gets held. He puts the sleep on Corrupted. He's on the run. Conduit was applied. But with that sleep, it is going to save him. So right away, though, a lot of pressure being put out. But you kind of see there a little bit of what the idea is with the Suicide Succubus. That with that sleep especially, she does have a pretty solid getaway. If the gank is called for. So, although unconventional, hey, we saw that in last series in that Game 3 between Justice League and Animosity. Going the jungle Deadwood and solo mid Hellbringer. It worked off big time that game. This time, we'll see if the Suicide Succubus can come through. Oh, but in the meantime, once again, what can he do this time? He is in trouble. He's trying for the counter call. Corrupted. No, the stomp comes out first.
Only hurts the first time.
He tried to get the kill on Corrupted Disciple. Even if he got that heartache off, I don't think it would have been enough. It's 90 magic damage. Yeah, that would not have been enough. He was at 120 life. Unless he got that and another auto attack off. But yeah, the stomp just completely stalled it anyways. Fine does a great job of locking him down. Succubus, knowing he would die right there, just simply went for the counter kill first. Did not happen, so... Not the start you're looking for. If you're Lion Esports Club, specifically that Succubus, but actually, Corrupted Disciple. He stays in there with very low life, and Jonathan Fan takes advantage of that. Questionable decision by Nox right there. I mean, again, but that's where it comes into play. I really think so. That you're playing against a hero that you would never expect, that you probably never even practiced against before. Maybe even once in your recent past. But, you know, he's on low life. He's thinking, I'm fine. You know, obviously she just died. She's going to be coming back in, sure, but I'll be able to get away. That sleep range obviously caught him off guard. I mean, it's a range, what are we looking at? 500 sleep range. It's not even that long. It's just, I guess that's just more of a, honestly, Corrupted just not paying attention to the positioning, really. But again, maybe just not knowing the hero fully either, so. Of course, it's hard to say that any player on the top tier level should not know a hero like Succubus. She's definitely a popular one, been around for a long time. Master Bombs in the middle lane, go for the counter kill and Torture. Will it be successful? The L-Pill attacks are missing. Oh, that last one will hit, but the health potion not going to be enough to survive. He will fall. Pebbles! Not sure what the deal with Pebbles was right there. Bubbles is actually in trouble. Bubbles goes down. Was he lagged out or something? I mean, was he stunned? Did I just completely miss that? I was watching them try to counter kill right there. But Pebbles was off to the side. I mean, he was so alive. I guess, you know, he just didn't want to go give up another death, so. And actually, speaking of that, he still might die. Super KG cleans up. Oh no, Lion Esports Club. What was a 2 versus 3? They get all 3 killed. And here we go with Exla running back to the lane. So that was big plays there in the middle lane between Engineer and Master of Arms. But also a little bit of the execution there from Team Excellent. Not necessarily flawless by any means. Here we go, the top lane. Here comes the Skeleton King. They got the net, can't get a range though. Jonathan Fan felt something was up. Maybe he saw Corrupted playing a little bit more aggressive than usual. Falls back before. Gonna be fine. Bottom lane, Dampier. With Bubbles coming back into level 2. Dampier, I'm sure he's having a great time. Yeah, 32 and 18. As expected. So, you just, I mean, the stats tab, the GPM charts, it definitely shows a lot right now as far as how this game is going. Still early on, only coming up to 5 minutes here. Succubus, after that initial death, the fact that she got a counter kill and Corrupted and has avoided death since then is Jonathan Fan's not doing too shabby right now. I mean, 10 and 7 creep farm. She is level 5, and obviously it's that level 6 mark. She can get a solo kill very easily. She's arguably one of the best laners in the game. I mean, that's something we didn't even touch on yet, but she's arguably one of the best laners in the game. I mean, obviously the Suicide role, where you have that ganking presence from the jungle constantly coming, it does change things a little bit, but if in a true 1v1 matchup, I mean, Succubus, her skill set definitely makes her a very, very powerful 1 versus 1er. If that makes any sense. 1v1er. Solo matchup. It's a better way to say it. She has a blood chalice now, by the way. Great item on her, of course. Heartache, synergy. She's gonna go right here. She's level 6. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, you look at the live, 5, 6. He doesn't have a Mystic Vestments or anything like that. So you wonder if Succubus, you know, doing the math, if it would be enough damage. 100 magic damage per second for 5 seconds. So looking at 500 magic damage on top of the Heartache nuke. Right now it's 230 plus the 300, and that's true damage. Oh, here we go. He finds Torture. That should be a free kill. Few's gonna fall. Ward of Sight coming into play right there. So Torture coming in for a gank.
It's a massacre!
Jonathan Fan's like, you ain't ganking me, I'm ganking you. Gets the counter kill. Yeah, that's a lot of bursts. You see 300 true damage on top of the potential 500 magic damage. So you're looking at 800 mixed damage right there. Coming into play. Obviously he doesn't have her ultimate anymore. Corrupt Disciple knows that. Middle lane, Pebble's in trouble. Pebble's gonna end up falling. And then meanwhile at the bottom lane, Dampier's pushing, so seems like the curveball strategies in Game 3s are working out today. Once again, earlier today with Justice League busting out the Jungle Devourer, or excuse me, Jungle Deadwood and the solo mid Hellbringer. Here we are with the Suicide Lane Succubus, and Lion Esports Club is off to a very, very good start. Now, Corrupted Disciple is farming fairly well. 306 gold per minute, you can't overlook that by any means. Bubble's actually going to get comboed right at the top lane. Bassets will fall. He does have take cover, but he just couldn't find the time to use it right there. Which, if he had that up going into the Comet Stone, I do question that a little bit. But I don't know if he actually just used it before that was still on cooldown or not. But got killed. And now they're going to fall back. Probably get another push going. The tower's at half-life here pretty much. A little bit below even. Actually, no, about half-life. And Dampier's farm, he's well on that way to the light brand. It's just rinse and repeat with this hero as far as from game to game. So, Nox makes it work last game yet again. Fuzi's like, I can do it too. Again, the hero's just, it just farms itself, basically. The way, it's just how fast he can flash farm with his abilities. And to get a simple item like a Blood Chalice, I think that's probably the biggest thing, too, when you think about it. As far as, again, it's this very small thing earlier on game, but having the Blood Chalice being very effective on Dampier because of his lifesteal synergy with the Vampiric Flight and, of course, the Consume. He doesn't need that Light Brand. He doesn't need a Nullstar. You know, he doesn't need that big mana tool that other heroes similar to this would need, that spend quite a bit of mana in that case to kind of enhance their farm. You know, he just simply does it with a Blood Chalice. And he's constantly healed up because of the Flight and the Consume. So, into the jungle here. They're actually going to roam in right here. Hasted Pebbles coming in. They see it, though. They have a word of sight. They know he's coming. They may even look for a turn if Pebbles isn't careful right here. Oh, he wants to. He's trying to find them, but you can tell, again, they knew he was coming. They have this ward of sight right here. Which, actually... Okay, yeah, it is on the ledge. Top lane, Succubus getting locked down. She sleeps the Minotaur, preventing the stun. Conduit's up. There goes the deal with the Master's Call, though. And down goes... well, nobody goes down. I don't know what else saying. Succubus does live. If she had a TP coming, it could maybe even try to set up a turn kill there, but she was also fairly low on mana, so actually that makes sense. And currently out of mana. And she just used another Heartache, which is level 4 now, so 300 true damage. Gonna be coming out from that. Bottom lane, Bubble's just going to chill here for now. Not much more he can do, of course. If he exposes himself, well, one, that would be dirty. Two, he would probably die. The Emperor doesn't like people that expose himself. A lot of burst damage. He already has those 3 essences, of course. There's the Light Brand purchase. Well, delivered even. Master of Arms has an Energizer picked up. Steam Boots finished. He's also having a great time at 400 GPM himself, so yeah, you can't overlook that. Like I said earlier, I mean, Corrupted Disciple, 300 gold per minute. He too was working towards finishing that Energizer here, but the Cellborn team, Pebbles is getting not much. Bubbles is getting nothing. And Ophelia, you know, she's doing okay. The Ring of Sorcerer, Ring of the Teacher. She does have triple minion here. Unfortunately, it's a double Vagabond leader. It's not the best for assisting with ganks. As the one Skeleton King, though. Waiting patiently, but Master of Arms and Engineer not going to show themselves. Pebbles porting somewhere. Where's he going? He's going to the bottom lane. They want to come out to Dampier, and they might just get it. Dampier in trouble. He has to consume. No, down goes. No, they get the chuck off. Pebbles going to survive. Never mind, not for long. He does eventually fall right there. The Light Brand, that was a light. I was wondering what the hell killed him in the end, but yeah, the dot from the Light Brand ends up killing him. That's another just dangerous thing about killing Dampier. I mean, if you do not get the kill, he will turn on you, as he showed right there. So Pebbles hating life even more now. And the tower falls in their favor. Oh no, it was denied actually. But meanwhile, Torture gets picked off. Or it's gonna get picked off. There you go. He gets found off near the bottom rune area. Ghost Marchers just finished on Succubus. Middle lane. Actually, Ophelia finds Legionnaire. Engineer. Vagabond nukes. Not enough. Mana battery used, and he'll easily survive that. Yeah, Succubus is level 9 now, and you know, most certainly I'm sure she could use a farm as well, but at the very least get in the levels. The Disciple makes his way back up here. Okay, the Energizer just about there.
going anywhere.
Torture, uh-oh. He's only level 5. He only has a minor totem on him for stats, and you see Andromeda comes in to set up the kill on a Torture. Ouch. Lions having a statement game here in
The Legion takes down a Hellborn tower!
And that doesn't help either. Bassets goes down. I think Excellence is on the verge of throwing in the towel, honestly. I mean, this lead is just, it's ridiculous. And against a hero, especially in Dampier, that does not slow down anytime soon. Grimoire is going to be finished here at about the third. And you look back at last game, and that was even a snowball game for, in that case, Excellent, where they had the Dampier as the top lane, obviously. Saba gets pushed up a little bit too far, and especially against Succubus when you're by yourself, that's the worst thing possible. I mean, Succubus will completely lock you down and buy time for his teammates to support, and that's exactly what happened right there, I assume. But last game, I mean, Dampier had about a 1330 light brand, and they were doing great as a team overall. I mean, they were eventually snowballing, and they won that game, of course. He has a 1330 Grimoire, so okay, goes to show you the kind of the difference even between last game and this game. Or the different team even.
The Legion
Middle
takes
tower
down a
being
Hellborn
pressure,
tower!
but top tower is killed in the process. As Dampier leads the way. Middle lane, they're going to dive engineer right here. They will burst him down. Couldn't get the energy field off. Will they even get the tower, though? It looks like they will, and Footer comes out. TP's not happening just yet. Andromeda's here. She's going to go for the deny.
Hellborn takes down a Legion tower!
The deny. Not going to be able to happen, but anyways. That's just a very, very, very small victory in the overall war here for Team Excellent. Geometer's Bane, was that actually purchased? No way. He has a Firebrand, okay. So he has a Firebrand, but you know, maybe just using that in the shop to buy the Firebrand, if anything, but possibly going to be going down. Succubus trying to dive to kill Corrupted, not able to do so, though. Corrupted doing a good job of hiding in the forest. Obviously, Dampier went in first. Did the initial brunt of the damage, but Succubus just wasn't there to be able to follow it up. I like just the other fun thing about Succubus too is that smitten ability. I know it's every time the very rare times we happen to see her, I like bringing that up just because it's I think not only somewhat of a unique ability, but that change happened a long time ago. It used to be based off the base damage, I believe it was, so it reduced the base damage by a percentage. Now it's just overall all damage output altogether. So items, magic abilities, auto attacks, just everything up to 40%. For 15 seconds. I mean, talk about an anti-carry tool, man. I mean, this hero ultimately, that's just what she is. She's anti-carry / I'm going to CC pretty much everything. She technically CCs 3 different targets when you think about this. Sleep on one, the ultimate on another, and obviously the smitten on a third. Obviously, it's not a full-on crowd control ability with like a stun by any means, but definitely does it quite a bit on, say, a farmed carry. Smitten, minus 40% damage output, that's quite a bit. Succubus finds a friend here in Torture. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. Torture, even with no stats relay, Heartache, yes, it will be enough. What am I saying? Of course it will be. I thought Corrupted Sub was maybe going to scare him off, but never mind. Jonas Fang gets the kill. And I want to say that was before she even hit level 11. I think she was level 10 when she went in right there, so. Anyways, she has a level 2, Succubus full now.
Steady on,
Bottom lane, Jonas Fan goes to the bottom, gets killed, may set up another one. Bubbles in trouble now, Dampier's here as well. There's going to be the kill on Bubbles. Yep. Once again, I don't know if Team Excellent's going to be able to last much longer here. Corrupted's really not getting the best farm, 285 gold per minute. Ophelia's the top farm on his team, 320 GPM. And that's about 300 gold per minute less than Dampier. He's got the portal key. He has something else being delivered? No, that's not to him. Trying to steal the ancients right here. Go for the disciple. Good job using the Skulls King to take off the sleep. Doesn't matter. The buys enough time for Dampier to get in there. He jumps over the portal key. Takes out Corrupted. The minions are dead. Team Excellent just falls back. Corrupted buys back immediately. Yeah, it's Team Excellent clearly, again, they know that this is it. They're just trying to make anything as small, slim, very slim as the chances it might be. They're just hoping for the heroes here with gods to be on their side, plus more. Doubles jumping in right here. Dampier using the Terror, though, and just look at the onslaught follow. Torch is going to fall. Multi-Conceit comes out. Corruptor goes down. GG, well played.
And with that,
Lion
the Legion
Esports Club
wins.
taking out Team Excellent here in the winner bracket semifinals. And again, that means they're moving on to the winner bracket finals to play Stay Green. So congratulations, Lion Esports Club. Talk about that. That's going to be a fun one to cast. That's a rematch of last cycle grand finals, the grand finals that went the distance. Lions was up 2-0 against Stay Green, looking to knock off the champs. But Stay Green came back to win the series 3-2. Lion Esports Club will get a chance for revenge. They did it last cycle in the winner bracket semifinals. Can they do it this cycle in the winner bracket finals and knock them down to the losers bracket? That is setting up pretty awesome, must say. Team Excellent on the other hand, of course, they get knocked down to the losers bracket, so still in it. They're going to be down there, however. As far as other results, I do got them for you guys. Looks like Too Much Sugar. They do win their game over Team USA. And let me pull up the brackets here real quickly. Again, HoNTour.com/ you go to the events tab, Diamond Division Cycle 4. You can check it out for yourself. You see right here. So it needs to be updated a little bit more, but anyways, you get the point. So Stay Green, they'll be playing Lion Esports Club in the winner bracket finals. Then you have Too Much Sugar does defeat Team USA in that Game 3. So they're going on to play Internet Gangsters in the following round there. Justice League, taking out a nice prize pool. They will play Team Excellent, it looks like. As Team Excellent, of course, is getting knocked down to the losers bracket. So we got our top 6 teams. Stay Green versus Lions. Too Much Sugar versus IG. Justice League versus Team Excellent. A great 6-team bracket there going into next weekend. Cycle number 4, definitely looking good so far, and it's going to continue to be awesome, I'm sure, going into the next weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys were entertained today. And I look forward to that continuing next weekend. With that said, we are going to be wrapping up coverage for the night here on the weekend. However, tomorrow, I don't know what exactly is on the plate tomorrow. There's a good chance there will be at least a podcast tomorrow. We can try to get that organized. I don't know if there's any match casting necessarily, but we got that tomorrow. I believe Sound Blaster Heroes League, the qualifier number 3, does kick off as well, technically tomorrow, if not Tuesday. And although that coverage won't start on HoNcast, I think Colecast might actually step in and start on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then actually on Thursday and then Friday is when HoNcast will come back for the Sound Blaster Heroes League for that 3rd qualifier. Again, that Sound Blaster Heroes League, that's obviously coming along nicely. We got 2 more qualifiers from the NAU region, 1 more from Southeast Asia, and then we'll have our 12-team group stage bracket competing for that $20,000 prize pool. That is going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, for HoN Tour, though, that's continues, of course, next week and on Saturday. Definitely going to be fun as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good night. We'll see you next time here on HoNcast. See you next time.